All right, I'm Gunnar Peterson, and this is...
Mr. Mobility.
Wow, that is a grand title. Here is a quick cool down stretch. You could also use it as an off day way just to keep the joints lubricated, everything moving. Obviously, some of these you're going to want to hold longer than the others. We're going to go through it at a pace that you can pull from it what you need. You don't have to do all of it. You don't have to do it in this order. But this is just a way for you to get a lower body movement, warm up, or cool down under your belt so you feel better about the work you've done in the gym and the body's working at peak levels. First off, I'm going to hit a quad stretch because we're standing, support it as necessary. Pull up. Remember, when you pull up on this, you want to think about driving the hip flexor forward, not pulling the knee back like that. So if anything, drive your hip flexor forward. This is your hip flexor. Good Lord, son. Mr. Mobility. And keep the chest up nice and tall. Get both sides. And play with the stretch. Really, for the stretching, I would say you've got to go with feel. You can find studies that show it improves performance. You can find studies that show it does not improve performance and in fact decreases performance. So I would say for you, if you're not a performance athlete, if you're more of a weekend warrior or someone who's just on your own fitness path, go by feeling on the stretch. Don't let anybody dictate this to you. If you want to hold a stretch for 3 seconds, great. If you want to hold it for 30 seconds, that's fine too. From there, now I'd go into a hamstring stretch out to the side. Yep, so you can have a little turn out there on the foot. And once you're nice and low, you can pull the toe up and sink the hips a little deeper so you accentuate the stretch all the way up the hamstrings. And if you want to support yourself on something, there you go. Now I would drop it down. You're going into a lunge and then low, and you want to sink down so you're going to feel a hip flexor stretch on the right side. Rocking back and forth, prying as they call it in the kettlebell community. Other side. And then from here you can play with this. You can come up and drive the hip flexor down as the knee drops on the leg that's back. Push forward. You're going to feel that stretch way up the quad and the hip flexor. You can even go arms up and overhead and feel it there. You'll feel it all the way up the entire anterior chain. And from there you can drop right down into a pigeon, borrowing from the yoga people, but I have permission. And then pull this heel back in a little bit and bring your chest forward and extend this leg. There we go. Mr. Mobility in full effect here. This is impressive. For someone 5'2", 230 pounds, 3% body fat, these are big deals right here.
I can't tell if that's padding my stats or not.
A lot of numbers thrown around. Switch it up. Other side. And then you work on keeping that over. Ooh, Mr. Mobility, I'll be seeing you tomorrow, pal. Now come up and rock it back into a butterfly. So soles of the feet go together, like that. And I'm a big fan, again, in the spirit of the prying, rock it side to side a little bit and pushing down with the elbow on the inner thigh. So you're accentuating the stretch up the groin and gracilis area. Last thing an athlete needs to do is pull that. That'll sideline you for a minute. Perfect, and now shoot them back behind you. An often overlooked stretch is tib stretch, tibialis, the muscle on the front part of the calf, and from there, push down with the foot and lift the knees up in an alternating fashion so you're sort of rocking side, yes. And if you drive the foot down, your instep down into the floor, you will feel the stretch down the tib, which gets tightened up, especially if you are wearing heels all day long. I'm not making that gender specific. I'm just saying if you are, you might notice that you get tight up in the tib. Perfect. Now from there, shoot them back, walk it forward, coming all the way up, all the way back. Now put the feet down and stand into it. Take the calf stretch. So you're down here, from this position, rock it back.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, Mr. Mobility. Drive the heel down. You want your weight to be about 90-10 on the stretched leg. Yep, perfect. And strive to put the sole of that foot down. You'll feel the stretch all the way down the calf and even into the Achilles. And again, play with this. If you want to rock back 2, 3, 4, 5 times, knock yourself out. But if you feel like one and done is going to get it for the day, if you've already done a lot of work or you're on a time limit, then that's what it is for you. And then when you finish, bring them both even, and you take the feet a little wider than shoulder width and let your body weight hang, slightly bend at the knee, and you're going to feel that stretch in the hamstrings. Curl it up, start at the tailbone, one vertebrae at a time, finish up tall, and go crush your day. Obviously, it's important to work out. And in my opinion, it's important to work out using your power blocks. But it's also important to recover. In between bouts of exercise, you have to give your body time to recover, recharge, and get ready for the next assault and beatdown you put on them in your workout. So make sure you use recovery as a pillar of your overall health and wellness. It can be the top one. Maybe you're going to recover more than you train as you're easing into this, or maybe you're in a hardcore training mode and you're recovering when you can. Just make sure you don't skip the recovery portion of the show.
Hey, did you like this video? Awesome. Don't forget to like and subscribe below and hit that notification bell so that whenever we launch a new video, you're notified.